Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If I knew you were doing this outside, I would have bought one of my deck chairs.
Well, there's deck chairs in the dojo.
Okay. Welcome to the outside dojo, guys. Okay. So again, I don't know how it's going to work today. Just thought it was nice last year training outside, just a little excuse to go outside. Okay. So we'll start standing. Do a couple of, don't need much to warm up in this heat, but again, just some things different. Okay. So what we're going to do from here is just grab your knee and do some circles with your ankles. 1, okay. Now, hold your knee. It doesn't matter which hand you hold it with. Just going to rock your leg back and forth like a clock. Just to warm up the hip. Okay, and switch. So grab your leg, turn the ankle over. Change direction. And hold the leg either side or just rock side to side. Fantastic. Okay, now all you're going to do, doesn't matter if you take your leg in front or your leg behind, but one leg goes behind and then you just reach over to one side. Okay, and then switch the legs around and go the other way. We're just going to do 10 of those. Take your time. Just switch the legs around. Doesn't matter if it's to the front or to the back. Just get a little stretch. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little tiny lunge, and this is a twisting lunge. So if I show you from the side, I've got my foot here, I step my knee behind here and go down in like a curtsy, okay? So we're going to do like a curtsy lunge, okay? So again, we're just going to do 10, 5 each side. So take the leg behind, curtsy down. 1. Other leg comes behind. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now we're going to warm up the hips. So come onto all fours. And on your hands and your knees, all you're going to do is circle the hip round in a big circle. Okay, so we're going to do 10. So in to out ones, then 10 out to in ones. Okay, ready, and go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch legs. And ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Stand back up. Okay. I'll do a little arm swing now. So you can have your thumbs together if you want, or hold on to your wrist, totally up to you. But all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my hands up as high as I can and come up onto my toes. There, good. And then down. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th one now, hold up there for 10. And come down. Now take your hands behind you in a clasp, okay? And all we're going to do is we're going to fold forward about 5 or 6 times and fold forward as much as you can, keeping your back straight. Then when you can't get any further, round and bring your arms over the top, okay? So that's 1, fold, 2, if I turn to the side here, and 3, 4, 5, the 6th one here, just fall forward and sway the arms back and forth. So you look to one foot and then the other arm swaying back and forth. Okay, come up, give the arms a shake. Now you're going to have your thumbs up and turn them down. What you're going to do is you're going to circle the arms forward 10 times. And make those circles bigger. And turn the thumbs all the way back. Small circles to begin with. And then big circles. Okay, and rest. Okay, so we should be nice and warm now. We're going to go through a full sort of like all the standing yoga positions. If you're on a sort of rocky bit or a bit that's not so stable, that's not you, that's the grass. Just if you fall over, just blame it on the grass, okay? We're just going to go through all the positions today. So we'll start off at the top of your mat and we'll do a sun salutation. So bend your knees, breathe in, breathe out and fall forward, put a generous bend in your knees. And then breathe in, come up onto the fingertips and breathe out, step back into the plank, okay? And lower slowly down to the floor and curl the toes and lift up for cobra or up dog. And then curl the toes, come into your down dog. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my right leg up straight. I'm going to bend my knee and open up my hip. Then I'm going to drive my knee through to my right elbow and then lift my hips up. Okay? So again, straighten your right leg, bend the knee, open up the hip, look up to the sky, bring the knee through to your chest, and then lift up. One more time, straighten the leg, bend the knee, open up your hip, bring through, lift up, and then bring the knee to your right hand. Drop the back leg and come up. So what we're going to do here is just breathe out, push forward and go into cactus. Breathe in, raise up. Breathe out, come into cactus. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Now twist, put the opposite arm forward, reach as far forward with your left fingers, and then hook your elbow onto your right knee, and then twist here. Okay. Now, try and curl your back toes, and using your core, try and lift your back knee. Now, sweep your arms up, drop the back heel down for warrior one. Come out into warrior two. And then rest your hand on your leg for extended side angle. Come back up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, and then tip forward into triangle pose. Again, look up at your hand. If you've got a block, this would be a good time to grab it. You're going to bend that knee, put your hand on your hip, scoot forward, and come up into half moon pose. And if you can, lift your arm. Now, as smooth as you can, you're going to come back into triangle pose. So come back into your triangle pose. And then bring your left arm down to the floor. Bend your right knee and bring your left heel off the floor. And twist. I'll try and describe this as best I can. Turn your toes out so you're on the blade of your straight foot. You twist it. Feel free to stay here, or if you have the strength, pick your right leg up and come into side plank. Feel free to stay here, or pick your right leg up into a tree pose. And then bring it back and come into a vinyasa. So chaturanga, up dog, and then down dog. And do all that on the other side. So lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, and bring the knee through to your chest, and then lift up. Leg straight, bend the knee, open the hip, and bring the knee to your chest, and then lift up. One more time, leg up, bend the knee, bring it through to your chest, lift, and then step it through to your hand. And drop the back knee and upright yourself. So, breathe in. As you breathe out, push your hips forward. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now, take your arm forward, reach as far as you can, and then hook the elbow on the outside of your left knee. Put your palms together and twist. Then, if you can, curl your toes and lift your back knee up. Now from here, we're going to swing the arms up, drop the back leg for warrior one. Align the feet into warrior two. Fold forward for extended side angle. Back to warrior two. Flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. Upright yourself. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Up at your hand, make sure your shoulders are in line. Hand on your hip, bend your front knee. Walk the hand forward, a foot onto your block, and come up for half moon pose. If you feel steady, raise your arm. Now, as smooth as you can, come back to your deepest triangle pose. Drop the right hand, bend the left knee, turn the right heel up onto the ball of the foot, and then lift your left arm, twist. And externally rotate the toes, you come onto the blade of the straight foot. Feel free to stay here, that's available for you. If you have the strength in your wrist, come into side plank. And if it's okay for you, come into tree pose in the side plank. And then come back into down dog. Drop your knees and then fall back into child's pose. Okay, and sit down. Okay, how's everyone doing? Okay, so since we're out in the sun, I thought we'd spend some time in our straddle. We're going to do 3 rounds of this straddle with some hip in between. So first of all, make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you can sit up straight. You need to sit on something, that's fine. Okay, and all we're going to do is we're going to turn the toes back. And I'm just going to set my little timer. For a minute, you're just going to breathe in, straighten the back, breathe out, and round it. So in your own time, just take it. If you want to hold on to the front of your mat to pull yourself in, to breathe in, and then breathe out. I'm just going to do it for about a minute. Turn those toes back as much as you can. Ten more seconds. Okay, and bring your legs in. Give them a little shake. We're just going to wind scrape wiper now for 10 times. 1, 2. And then turn to one side. Show you a couple of variations of the pigeon stretch, because I know we did this last week. So you can be in an upright pigeon here. You can do a hands-free pigeon. Do the elbows forward. What we're going to do now is we're going to do some twists. So I want you to walk your hands as far as they'll go to your right. Twist. And then hands as far over to the left as possible. Now, if everything's going okay for you, you're going to reach back. So say your left leg's back. You're going to bend the left leg. You can reach for it and grab it with your left hand, if it's available for you. This is where sometimes a strap can help. If that was okay for you, you can change hands and reach it with the opposite hand, which is harder. This is a great quadricep stretch. Okay, cool. And now we're going to change sides. different variations of pigeon. Hands, no hands, elbows down, head down. When you're ready, walk your hands over to, right? Look, if you're able, you get a good shot, just take out 1 or 2 photos just for the memory of being outside. And then walk your hands over to the other side. And then if it's okay for you, bend that back leg and reach with the same hand first. Same hand is slightly easier. If that was okay for you, change your hands. Cool. And we're going to come back to your straddle, okay? So this time in your straddle, see if you can go, even if it's an inch wider, go an inch wider. Now, the idea of this is we're still folding forward and back. We're actually going to use our toes to direct us. So as we breathe in, toes go back. As we breathe out, toes go forward, and we roll the hips forward, okay? So we're just going to roll forward and back like 10 times. It's going backwards, going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your legs in. Let's do another little shake out your legs. That's another little hip release after all our straddle. So bring your leg across and grab in. And grab with the opposite hand. Give yourself a twist to the back. Now, this leg here, if it's okay for you, bend it, sit, and again, hug in. And you can also now drop your elbow closer to your foot and twist and look up to the sky. Now, if that's really intense for you, stay there. If it's available for you, lift yourself up and stack the knees on top of each other. You might want to sit, you might be able to do this when sitting on a block. And then if you can, fall forward. Okay, and then switch sides. Start off with your legs straight. Leg it in. Grab with the opposite arm. Twist. It's okay for you. Bend the straight leg. Grab hold. Squeeze again. And then lower your elbow down towards your foot and start to twist. Look up to the sky. And if that's intense for you, if that's going well for you, stay there. But if you can, sort of stack these knees on top of each other and your feet are either side of you. And then fall forward if you can. Okay, and curl up. Okay, last set of the straddle. If you want to start like this first and go out wide and then sit down, you can. Otherwise, just sit down and roll it normal. But I'm going into my widest straddle now. Okay, basically widest straddle. Now this time, what's going to happen is one toe is going to go forward, one toe is going to go back, and you're going to pull that toe going to the back there. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side and grab the toe and try and pull it back. Okay, so side to side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after doing all that, give yourself the test. So just to explain the test, I know a lot of you have done this before, but it goes hands, forearms, elbows, stack with your hands, stack with your fists, stack with your hands, and then your head, and then your chest. Okay, and then in. Okay, so that works out time-wise. So what I'm going to do now is the conditioning for the day is going to be the back body, the back core. It will start off very, very easy, and it will get very, very intense. But I promise you at the end, we're going to have a lovely Shavasana in the sun. Okay, a good 5 minutes, just sunbathing in the sun while I do a little bit of talking. Okay, so if it gets too much for you and you're like, my back or my whatever can't take it, just go back to one of the simpler exercises. Okay, so it just starts off with good old bridge. So all we're going to do is bring the knees in. If you've got a block, you can put it between your knees to help you to squeeze it together. So we're just going to do 10 lifts of your bridge, and then the last one hold up for 10. Okay, let's have a go. And lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the 10th one, hold up as high as you can. If you can interlock your fingers underneath and roll over to the triceps of your arms, hold it. And relax. Okay, now we're going to do that same thing, but with one leg up. Okay? And if you want to put your foot on a block, if you've got a block available to you, you can also put your foot on the block. Okay? So lifting up. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs and lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now for this next one, it's what we call reverse plank. So the way you have your fingers, you have them pointing back, pointing forward, pointing to the side. That doesn't matter. If it's too intense on your wrists, you can go down in your forearms. Okay, but basically, you lift your hips up, drop your hips to the floor, and then come back up. Okay, all right. So do your best. Okay, ready, let's have a go for it. Ready. 1, 2. Your head can go back, and that feels okay. Do that as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just give your arms a little release because they're getting a workout as well. Okay. Now, this is where it gets a little bit intense, so feel free to modify as you need to. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to lift up and stay in that reverse plank and lift my knee in 10 times, okay? If you can't quite do the 10, don't worry about it at all. It's very tough, okay? But it's just building strength in this standing hamstring, okay? And the other thing you can do as well is bend your leg as well if you want to modify it, okay? So let's have a go. And lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now relax, give your arms a shake. Last one, I promise. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do those hip dips again, but with one leg off the floor. If the hip dips were hard for you, you can stick to them. And also, modification is to have your leg bent and lift like this. I think like we did in the class the other day. Okay, so we're going to lift up, one leg straight, and drop your hips to the floor 10 times. Okay, so up, one leg up, drop, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change legs. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that's the hard work over. Let's do some back release. Okay, so lie on your back, arms out to the side or cactus arms, and knees point in. So feet just a little bit as wide as your mat, and knees pointing in. Okay, from here, let's take the knees out and tap them in. Now, we're going to do the windscreen wipers, but I'm going to do a variation, okay? You can do the windscreen wipers if you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one knee and bring the other leg over. Drop one knee and bring the other leg over, okay? So it's up to you. If you want to do the basic windscreen wipers, stick to that. Or if you want to bend the knee and straighten the other leg, go for it. So one knee folds, one leg comes over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have our knees up. We're going to drop 2 knees over to one side and 2 knees up to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you can do is you can straighten the top leg that you were doing earlier. So bring the knee over, straighten one leg, and drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, take the right leg over the top of the left. Lift your hips up like a bridge. Scoot your hips over to the right and let them fall to the left. Come up and switch. So lift your hips up, drop them to the right, or to the left, sorry, and drop your legs over to the right. Bring your knees in, knees wide, and roll side to side. Now grab your ankles in the foot or at the feet. A happy baby. Stay still. If it feels nice to rock side to side. And then from here, you're going to bring your feet together for butterfly stretch. And then take them out either to child's pose. If you want to straighten your legs, you can. We're just going to do 5 of those. So butterfly, legs straight. 2. 3. 4. 5. Slowly take one leg out, one at a time. Arms out to the side for Shavasana, corpse pose. Close your eyes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little story that my instructor used to tell us every week. And it always used to start off, imagine you're on a sunny day and you're lying on a beach on a sunny day next to the breeze. Now I can't provide the beach or the breeze of the ocean, but it can be a sunny day. So what you're going to do is take deep breaths in, right down into your stomach, and slowly out through your mouth. Now, what we're going to do is as you're breathing, what you're imagining is you're sinking into the sand. So every breath you take in, you absorb the sun rays around you, and every breath you take out, you slowly sink deeper into the sand. And just keep thinking about that. And then what we're going to do from here is we're actually going to clench our feet. So try and just concentrate on clenching your feet, okay? And clench for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, just breathe in and out. Feel the waves crashing. Feel the sun beating down on you. And then you're just going to clench, try and clench just your calves, okay? So you're going to intensify and clench your calves and keep holding as tight as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then relax and breathe and let everything go. And just be in the moment. And then you're going to clench your thighs and your hamstrings, the tops of your legs. And we're going to clench those tight, tight, tight. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release and breathe naturally. Feel yourself really covered in the, surrounded by the sand. And feel the sun wash all the way over you. Okay? So now you're going to grab the sand with your hands and clench your fists. Clench your fists as tight as you can. You've got a lot of sand in your hand, and clench it as tight as you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. And now clench your biceps and your shoulders, your arms, and clench as tight as you can. Squeeze the muscles in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now you're going to tense your chest and your abdomen and your whole middle of your body. And clench that as tight as you can. Squeeze, all the muscles work together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you're going to clench your face and neck and scrunch it up. Clench your face as tight as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to let everything go. So we're going to take a couple of final breaths now. Each time we're going to breathe in for a little bit more. I want you to take a deep breath in for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then hold in your lower abdomen for 3. And then slowly out for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to breathe in for 4. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 4. And out for 4. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 5. 1. And out for 5. 1. This time, breathing in for 6. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it for 6. And then out for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just breathe normally now. And take as long as you want. You're going to breathe there with your eyes closed. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, feel free to roll to your right side and slowly come up. Do you remember Chris doing that with us? Do you remember Chris doing that with us?
Oh, yeah.
The hard sparring all the time. I thought it'd be actually nice to actually do it out in the sun. Here we go, guys. How was it outside? Yeah. Go. But if it's nice next week, we'll do it, you know, over the summer now. We'll just do it outside when it's nice.